Hey, good morning. How's your day going so far?
Good morning. It's been a bit hectic, to be honest. I woke up later than I wanted, so I had to rush through everything. How about you? How's your day been?
Oh, same here. I hit the snooze button a few times and ended up rushing to get to class. I barely had time to grab anything for breakfast. But once I got to the university, things calmed down a little. What about you? How was your first class?
My first class was okay. It was a lecture on political science. The professor went on and on about the different forms of government. And honestly, I was struggling to stay awake. But after that, I had a break. So I grabbed a coffee to keep me going.
That sounds tough. I know what you mean about struggling to stay awake in long lectures. I had a pretty intense math class this morning. With all those formulas and equations, my brain was overloaded by the end of it. But yeah, coffee always helps.
Definitely. I don't know how I would survive without coffee sometimes. Anyway, after the break, I had a group project meeting. We're working on this research project about climate change, and there's so much data to go through.
That sounds like a big task. What part of the project are you working on?
Well, I'm doing the section about the impact of climate change on coastal areas. I have to analyze some case studies, but it's pretty challenging. I need to get all the facts right. It's stressful, especially since the deadline is coming up.
Yeah, deadlines are always stressful. I've got a group project too, actually. It's for my marketing class. We're coming up with a strategy for a new brand. And there's a lot of brainstorming to do. It's fun, but also overwhelming, because there's so much to think about.
That sounds interesting, though. Are you in charge of any specific part? Or is it a team effort?
I'm in charge of the market research and the target audience analysis. So, I've been reading a lot about consumer behavior, trying to figure out who's going to buy the product. But honestly, the work never ends. I feel like I'm always in front of my computer.
Oh, I feel that. I spend so much time researching for my project, too. I'm always on my laptop, reading articles and trying to put everything together. I don't know if I'm making enough progress, but I'll keep pushing through.
Yeah, it's one of those days where you feel like you're working hard, but not getting enough done. How do you stay motivated when you're stuck in a long research session?
Honestly, I don't know. I try to take little breaks, like going for a walk or listening to music. Sometimes I'll grab a snack to keep my energy up. But it's tough to stay focused for hours on end. How about you? What keeps you going during long study sessions?
I do the same, honestly. Short breaks are essential, but the trick for me is setting small goals. Like, I'll say, okay, I'll finish this section of the research, and then I'll take a break. It makes the workload seem more manageable. But it's still hard, especially with all the distractions around.
I get that. It's hard to stay focused sometimes, especially when you know there's so much left to do. I also try not to look at my phone too much while working, because once I check my messages, it's like I can't stop scrolling.
That's a huge struggle for me too. Social media is such a time killer. I end up checking my notifications every 5 minutes. And then I lose track of time. I need to be more disciplined about that.
Same here. I even turned off notification for certain apps. But still, my mind wanders. Anyway, after my meeting, I had lunch with some friends. We went to that cafe down the street. It was nice to take a little break and catch up. But then, I had to dive back into my work.
That sounds like a good break. It's always nice to get some social time in between the work. I had a quick lunch by myself at the library. Not as exciting as a cafe, but I managed to squeeze in a few chapters of a book I've been meaning to read.
Ooh, what book is it? I always feel like I should read more for fun, but I just never have time. I'm always buried in academic stuff.
It's called The Subtle Art. It's not exactly a novel, but it's interesting. It talks about how to prioritize the things that actually matter and let go of the stress from things that don't. It's a nice reminder that sometimes you need to take a step back from all the hustle.
That sounds like something I need to read right now. I feel like I'm constantly worrying about everything, even the smallest things. Maybe I should pick it up when I get some free time.
Yeah, it's a good read if you ever need a bit of motivation to chill out. Anyway, after lunch, I spent the rest of the afternoon working on the project. I feel like I've made some progress, but there's still so much left to do.
Same here. I spent the afternoon finishing up my section for the climate change project.
And then I had to meet with my professor to discuss my progress. She gave me some feedback, which was really helpful. But now I have even more to work on.
I know the feeling. You think you're done, and then someone points out something you missed. It's frustrating, but at least it helps you improve the work.
Exactly. I guess it's a good thing in the long run. But in the moment, it's just another thing to add to the to-do list. After that, I had some time to relax before coming here. I just walked around campus for a bit and grabbed some snacks from the vending machine. I'm trying not to eat junk, but sometimes I just crave it.
Haha, I totally get that. I always find myself snacking when I'm stressed or tired. It's like a little reward for getting through the day. Speaking of relaxing, what are you planning to do after all this work is done? Got any fun plans?
After I finish this paper, I'm meeting up with some friends. We're going to watch a movie and probably order some pizza. I think I'll need that to unwind. How about you?
That sounds perfect. I think after I wrap up my project, I'm going to just chill out at home. Maybe watch a series or play some video games to take my mind off everything. I've been so focused on work that I haven't had much time to relax.
Yeah, sometimes you just need that mental break. I feel like I've been running on overdrive for the past week. So I'm really looking forward to tonight. Hopefully, I can finish my work in time.
I feel you. Let's both try to finish up soon and reward ourselves with some relaxation. It's crazy how much work we have to juggle. But at least we get to take breaks and recharge.
Exactly. We definitely deserve it. Anyway, I should get back to it. You too. Let's finish strong. And then we'll enjoy some well-deserved time off.
Agreed. Let's push through these. Last bits of work. We've got this.
Absolutely. We'll both get through it. Good luck with your project.
Thanks, you too. Let's talk later when we're done.